Nature's ripe for corruption because it's one-on-one sport, so it's very easy to manipulate. There has been a history of match fixing going for quite some time, but the problem is most of it's at lower level, but there's a few ones that break the bigger names. And that's what we're seeing at the moment. And the accusation of the ATP and other governing bodies in the sport just not acting on those bigger names for fear of it's too hard to prosecute, or who knows what. There's a quote flying around from Richard Ings, who's an ex-head of integrity and media and doping, that sort of stuff, saying tennis, if you created the perfect sport for match fixing and sporting corruption, tennis would be it. It's one-on-one, there are very fine lines, it's very easy for a player just to slightly miss their shot, slightly change their game and start missing shots by a few inches. The top players can do that. And you wouldn't know unless you had the audit trail to track these sort of things with bets, odds fluctuation, betting volumes, etc. They seem to make a big song and dance about prosecuting the world number 873 that no one's ever heard of, but when there's all these allegations of players that have been top 20, top 10 even, you never hear about it again. And even if this data is coming from the likes of bookmakers or people doing trading models, that should be investigated. And the TIU, Tennis Integrity Unit, works on a code of silence, so you don't hear anything until after prosecution. This is really where transparency is needed because you don't know whether they're doing anything. We just have to assume they're not. It doesn't surprise. The allegations go back to about 2007, I think, where he did actually report it at the time, but it wasn't a big story back then. Of course, now he's world number one and dominating the circuit, so it's a big deal. No, not at all in terms of how many players have been, him being approached at the time. Many players in the tour will have been approached. It's just a matter of whether they've done anything about it and whether they've been in the right sort of circles to attract that sort of attention. Corruption in sports been going on forever, and tennis, it's certainly been identified for 15 years or more. Why has it come to a head now? Professional punters and bookmakers are simply frustrated at the fact that they submit names regularly for games to be flagged. Certain players are coming up on the list again and again, and nothing being done. And it's time that something happened to investigate this properly.
Okay, well, I mean, the one that he actually talked about, Djokovic was approaching all that. Luckily, he just didn't fall for it, because one thing about the betting is once you're caught once, you're in, because they already have all your information, they have everything about you, and of course, whenever they call upon you spot fixing, sometimes you just have to do it. I mean, for someone to be offered £110,000 at that time, he was quite young, he was playing in the circuit. Of course, that, you know how much that money is going to help you, especially traveling from one country to another, right. And he just couldn't do it. But I just hope that, ITA will do more, all of them should have to do something much more better and see how they can actually nip it in the bud. Because according to what he was saying, he says there's only one player that is banned for life, and you have other players who've done it over and over again. You still keep seeing them at different ATP tour tournaments, so that's obviously not enough.
Wow. Yeah, it's a worry. We seem to be going from controversy to controversy, from sport to sport. It was FIFA, IAAF, now it's tennis.
And we've seen it with cricket also.
Yeah, we've seen it with cricket as well, so it's not a good one at all. But it was very interesting to listen to Ferguson, betting expert. I believe the gaming industry, surely, they've got some sort of a relationship to do with when it comes to this match fixing in tennis. When bets are involved, some people will do things on the outside, to manipulate results. And tennis is a sport where it's just 1v1, and all you have to do is, just target who you want to target and offer him the bribe or offer him the money. And if he falls for it, it's as simple as that. A match has been fixed. So hopefully the authorities, the governing bodies, do the right thing, take it a lot more seriously, and nip it in the bud.
I know. Yeah. For me, I think sports as a whole, leaders, administrators, they should come together and see ways we can end this match fixing problem, because it's looking like the more they try and fight it now, these guys are still working out in the underground.
Surely.
So we'll see what happened to the Italian Serie A. That we don't make so much noise about it was after the match fixing claims came out. So it's not good in any way you look at it, Tayo, Cecilia. We should just do what we can to end it. So that's it.
But sometimes, what I look at sometimes it has to do with trust and, of course, integrity. If you as a player, you know what you want. I mean, you want to play the sport. It's your career. It's what you're doing. So there's definitely going to be some level of trust and, of course, integrity in you. I mean, just trust yourself that, look, I can make it to the top. I don't need to collect money from anyone, for me to be able to, get money. Because sometimes when you play hard, you train hard, there's so-called prize money. I know at the junior level, when you're ranked 50 in the world, the 100 in the world and all that, you don't get to the Grand Slam level and the very top. It's hard for you to get money because the the prize money is not as big as you think it's going to be. So all you need to just trust yourself and see if you can make it out and get something out of it, because it's all about your career and not give that money away to just some people who must have placed a bet and they are the ones who's going to benefit at the end of the day. I definitely know you.
Okay, that's the way. That's not nothing to talk about anymore. Yeah. Let's bring in Toby Emmanuel. Joins us now for the next 6 minutes. And with Toby, you can run through the exciting world of sports in that time. Toby, good to have you around.
Great to be here. Good morning.
I know you have a lot to say about the ongoing African Nations Championship. Team Nigeria, are you impressed?
Yeah, first match, great game. Even though the first half was a little bit suspicious because we weren't playing to our capacity. But we saw the changes Sunday Lisbon made and also the goals, the way it started coming. Good ones, 2 assists from Osas Okoro, scoring 1 goal, and also Chikatara, the kola nut seller boy, coming up from nowhere, became a superhero. So this is what the platform Chan is giving to home-based players, and players like Bola Osalami, who had opportunity to express himself, that decided to opt out. Now it's something he is going to regret. I pray he doesn't regret. But apart from in Sport Day, apart from Eagles win Niger 4-1, the other story which went around yesterday, robbers attacking Imba players.
Sport Day.
Yeah, Sport Day. Robbers attacking Imba players. That road is notorious. Okene is notorious from armed robbery, and I keep asking why the federal government has not placed police or security on that road. The same route where Kano Pillars were robbed last year, 5 of their players got injured, they were shot, and that same place. But we just pray that our players and our team get safe when they're going on the road. Moving quickly to Sporting Life.
Yes.
Sporting Life, Liverpool to break the bank for Igalo. Igalo is hot, is an hot property. Liverpool, they are struggling to score goals. Yes. Their last match against Manchester United, when Rooney came in to break their hearts, they had opportunities. It means that if Coutinho is not playing, the team is not playing. Also, although Firmino had 2 good goals, he scored against Arsenal, but he couldn't replicate that.
But they've got Christian Benteke in that team, and they paid about £30 million for him.
Benteke is up from, he's coming back, and they're bringing him. Klopp is bringing him in the second half into the game. Gradually, he's getting his fitness back. A little slight injury, but he's back, and let's see what he can do. Benteke any day, anytime, but they need to fortify. For you to compete with the top team, top 6 in EPL, you must fortify. You must not have one just striker. You must have 2 or 3 strikers so that when you go. Any other thing here? Okay.
Let's just stay with Gallo. Why Liverpool wants him from Sports Day? The Complete Sports says West Ham bids £20 million for Igalo. So West Ham also wants Igalo.
Yeah, Igalo. He's done so well this season. Even started from last season from the championship. Now he's done very well. Atletico Madrid, AS Roma. We have even Arsenal being linked to Igalo. Even speculation, Chelsea also, and now Liverpool. And the young man said he wants to go to Man U because that's been his childhood dream club. And also, so West Ham joining the fray. It's good the young man is attracting attention. But the good thing again that Watford are not going to let him go now. But of the summer, he has said anything can happen because it's football. You go for the best when you are young.
The Sporting Sun also has the Igalo story. It seems that that's what it's everywhere this morning. And of course, outside they also have the fabulous Eagles sinking Niger Republic. And if you want to know more about Chikatara, the kola nut boy seller, you definitely get details from it on Sporting Sun. They have the grace to grass story there of the hat-trick hero. And there's this interesting one, Mourinho going to China.
Yeah, Mourinho's in China at the moment. Yes, there.
Mourinho
enjoying himself.
On the business trip.
Mourinho came to Côte d'Ivoire to support Didier Drogba, and after then, when he was having challenges, he went to church. A group of people, when he was having challenge, a lot of people said he went to consult, went for deliverance.
Oh my
Now he's in China. Now, whatever he's doing is China. He's a center of attraction.
That's
Whether
right.
you like it or not, he's a
Yes,
good coach.
absolutely.
He has paid his dues. Outside football, he's also doing charity work. He also inspires young people. Mourinho, because of his swag, because of his tenacity, because of, he has his passion. He's trying to create his creativity.
box office.
We are missing him, whether we like it or not. Because Indies came and said that goal was an offside goal by Terry. The Mourinho I know will tell you, against my team, they've done it before, and they're doing it again.
As a coach. Yeah, start by your team.
He will tell you, I did not tell the referee not to rule that as an offside.
How can you score a goal at that time
he
and you say it's an offside goal? No.
He will tell you, I've suffered such thing in the past, so it's their
Absolutely,
business.
yes,
so,
correct.
so we are missing Mourinho. Give it to him. We're missing
He
Mourinho.
says what's on his mind. That's the kind of character he is. That's why he tends to rub some people off the wrong way.
But it's good that he's chilling out to also learn the trade and also learn from his mistakes. Not many times you fall that matters, but how many times you're able to rise up. That what makes you a man. Mourinho is a good coach. You don't take anything out of him. But quickly before I go, the scandal in the tennis, it's something that's been there. Match fixing has been there. It's a problem in sports. But thank God he was able to come out and talk about it. Now it's also been searchlight into that sport. Just like what we saw the drug-related cases in the Russia, in the athletics, in WADA, in IAAF. It's just time. The FIFA own it always has been there. But it's just time, in the nip of time, things will always come out and everything. Just hope it doesn't kill tennis, but they must beam their searchlight there and make sure that for the good of the game, we must play with fair play.
Maybe any player that is actually caught should be banned for life. Maybe that will definitely deter most of them from
Quick trip
doing it.
trip to the NBA. Quick trip. No, but seriously, Golden State Warriors.
Okay,
Yeah, the beat.
Disgrace Cleveland
Okay,
Cavaliers.
you like to
Thank
use
you.
that word.
Yes.
Come on. That's great.
Because the second time, come on, 132 to 98. That was
That
horrible.
was a blowout.
Cecilia, we have to go.
Well, thank you, Toby, for coming on the program.
Thank you, Toby.
Thank you so much for being part of the show. I'm Cecilia Amorbe.
Thanks for watching, and join us again tomorrow for another exciting edition. I'm Tayo Salah.
Always a delight to have you join us to talk sports. Let's do it again. I'm Austin Okonakman saying to come your way again in everything you do. Remember, let's keep talking sports. Bye for now.